Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Okay, boomer.
Damn millennials. Wow.
Did not know that. Even flirters who are obviously mentally ill.
Oh, this is gonna go downhill real quick.
What is going on? And welcome to Take on the World with
Juntao.
And oh no, we are not EEOC compliant.
Oh, shit.
We have no millennial today.
Oh, just the OGs.
OGs. Mike D and Johnny T.
For this episode, I'm Juntao.
Jintao?
Just to give you a hint.
You may notice that our voice is slightly askew from the video.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Well, that's what happens when you talk
Shitty
about
editing.
Kung Fu Theater. My Kung Fu is better than yours.
No, it is not.
So today's topic actually sprouted from one idea into many, many others.
I have a feeling we're going to be all over the place with this one, which is cool. It's fine with me. But this one I wanted to hit on was Bullshito. Now, for you that don't know, that is I guess, what would you call it?
The martial art of bullshit.
That's it. Yep.
But because I can only laugh so much in a day, we decided to start a little serious with martial art movies. A little bit of history of martial art movies.
Yeah, well, you might kick my ass in this one, because...
dude, growing up, on a Saturday, we had Kung Fu Theater. You remember that?
I do, but I never really...
I watched every one of those martial arts films.
Yeah.
And most of them were Chinese martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were Japanese.
I really didn't get into it till, probably when I was 15, 16. And
oh, no, we would watch Saturday morning cartoons. Well, it was probably the same age.
Yeah.
No, I was younger. We watched Saturday morning cartoons until noon. And then you'd have Kung Fu Theater. And they'd play 3 Kung Fu movies.
Yeah.
And then there was some other crap that was on during the day. And then they'd have the Creature Double Feature.
I was probably locked in my room somewhere.
They had a Creature Double Feature later in the day.
We got kicked out of the house, so play Kung Fu outside.
Oh, we did a lot of Kung Fu outside.
I remember I used to have these wrist guards, and I clamped them on both my wrists, and I shoved steak knives underneath of them.
Were they metal ring wrist guards? Ting, ting, ting.
Yeah, so I'd just go out into the woods and just freaking beat up on trees and shit. And that's what kids do, right?
So,
how do you want to start this one off? I guess we'll go.
Well, let's do a little history of martial arts, because as I looked into it, there is a couple subgenres of the martial arts films.
Okay.
Wuxia, W-U-X-I-A, Wuxia, means martial hero, which is a genre of Chinese fiction concerning adventures of martial artists in ancient China. So they're period films.
Right.
So a lot of the Kung Fu Theater films that I saw were period films. They fall into subgenres, and some of them fall into more than one. But I went with some more modern stuff so that we could both relate to it.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember the name of those films when I was watching Kung Fu Theater. I used to just watch it.
Yeah.
And then go out and beat people up. Or get my ass kicked, either one. Wuxia is traditionally a form of fantasy literature, or Chinese opera, or mana, Chinese comics. You have the Japanese anime.
Yeah.
This was the Chinese version of that.
I guess that's where it gets very theatrical.
Yeah.
You know, it just because a lot of those Chinese or see Chinese movies, but martial arts movies, you're like what was that last one where they were bouncing through the fucking trees and shit?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden
Yeah,
Dragon.
it's like okay.
That was one of the greatest martial arts films of all time.
I think
You could beg all you want. You're still wrong. So, in the subgenres, I put them out here and put some movies behind them that we might know. So, there's called Bruceploitation films.
Now, I've never heard of this. So, you texted me last night about it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? But,
So it's all the films that were made to exploit the popularity of Bruce Lee.
and was he popular? Oh, you know what? He's probably my goat.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He's probably just his philosophy and you know what. I don't know if you've ever read his book, it's the Tao of Jeet Kune Do. Tao, I think you pronounce it Tao. Tao, DOA. Anyways, at the end of the book, he says to throw the book away because it doesn't mean anything. And he was just like real weird with that. He's like, my style is the style of no styles. And you know, I guess he did start off in Wing Chun, which is a form of Chinese kung fu.
That's how he started. Yeah.
And
With the Ip Man.
yep, and he trained in that, and then he came to the States.
In fact, the Ip Man movies are Bruceploitation films.
Okay, yeah,
Not the first couple, but the very.
they're not bad.
I love the movies.
Yeah,
The very last one is absolutely Bruceploitation. He comes to America. He spends time with Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee helps him out.
yeah.
It's not really Bruce Lee. It's someone playing Bruce Lee. So that's what the Bruceploitation was, a genre that was an exploitation of the death of Bruce Lee, basically to make money off of Bruce Lee lookalikes or films that were similar to the films that he did.
Yeah.
Um,
I wonder.
there was only one Bruce Lee. Let's just say that right now.
I wonder how he would do in MMA. Like if you threw him in the ring, if he would get his ass beat, or if he would
I don't know.
beat the shit out of somebody.
Apparently, there's only one documented video of an actual fight with Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
All the rest were.
Yeah, we did like street fights and shit.
But he would do presentations,
Yeah.
but only one actual fight.
Yeah, you know when he was it not Green Dragon? Oh, he played Kato with the
And Green Hornet.
Green Hornet. That he was so fast they had to slow this. They had to slow the footage of this.
Yeah.
The footage down that they could catch him doing like a kick or a punch or whatever.
Well, supposedly from the Bruce Lee film, that what was it? Kung Fu, the show Kung Fu,
Mhm.
was supposed to be him, but
Yeah.
he was too Asian.
Right. Yeah, that's fucked up. Now you're too Asian.
Yeah.
So they
You're
picked,
too Asian to play an Asian guy.
Yeah. So they picked frickin'
John Carradine.
John Carradine with Lith.
I like John Carradine. I like the show. I used to always watch it.
Yeah, it was all right.
I like. So some of the Bruceploitation films I mentioned, Ip Man, actually the last one, Fist of Fury 2, Fist of Fury 3.
Oh, how about Kill Bill?
Fist of Bruce Lee? Did they?
Flat out, she was wearing a freaking yellow jumpsuit.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yep.
That wasn't listed as one, and I hadn't actually thought of that, but yeah.
Yep.
And she actually does the.
And she's fucking hot.
Eh.
Uma.
She's too skinny.
Too skinny. What's with you and the too skinny?
She's too skinny, dude.
She's too hot. She's too beautiful. She's too tall. She's too skinny.
She's too skinny. She needs to eat a fucking sandwich.
It's all right. I'll feed her a sandwich.
So
I'll feed her a little mini wiener schnitzel.
Bruce Lee, A Dragon Story, Dragon Lives, Bruce Lie, and Bruce Lee with one E played in many of those films.
Okay. I've never seen any of them.
You've never seen any of those films?
Fist of Fury 2, Fist of Fury 3. Wait, hold on. Yeah, these are the knockoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen any of those.
So the next subgenre is martial arts comedy films. And there's a lot of them. Like, there's so many that I couldn't even start because I've seen most of them.
Yeah. Drunken Master was considered a comedy?
Yes, absolutely. The original and the
I thought that was just like a theatrical because Isn't that like a form of martial arts? Like the drunken
Yeah, there was a video
monkey or some shit.
of someone doing a drunken master getting his butt kicked. Bullshito.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess it is a form. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But there was a Drunken Master in '78 and Legend of the Drunken Master in '94, and Jackie Chan's in both of them.
Yep. I don't mind Jackie Chan.
I love Jackie Chan.
I think he's good, and he does all his own fucking stunts.
Right. Well, he went to what is it? Something Opera Academy, like the Chinese Opera Academy or something like that, and it's very strict in how they train.
Yeah.
And Kung Fu Hustle, which I just watched the other day.
That's a good one.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I like it.
Wait, is that the one that
at the tenement?
He has the two like gophers as nunchucks?
No.
Damn it! What the hell?
That's Kung Pao.
Kung Pao, yeah.
That's Kung Pao.
Would you like a
That's another
glass
one.
of water or something?
Bulletproof Monk, which was Jet Li. No, what's it? I forget the guy's name.
I could see him.
The chubbier guy. He's got a round face.
Yeah.
The Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
I gotta take a Kung Fu.
The Kung Fu Panda animated series is considered part of that genre.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of Jackie Chan films. They said Way of the Dragon was a comedy too, and that was Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. I don't remember that being a comedy.
No.
That's what they said. I don't know.
Really?
It's been a while since I've seen it though.
That has one of the best fight scenes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When they're in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And he's freaking. That's my favorite fight scene.
That's Chuck Norris's debut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even before that, he does like this triple kick. He's like out. It's not outside of the Coliseum, but I think it's the fight scene before that. He does like some kind of triple kick, but it's so fucking fast, and he hits him like in the knee, then in the waist, and then in the head.
Yeah. And
it's all in like a split second. And each hit, you can see the dust flying off his boot. It's really cool.
Rumble in the Bronx is another one.
Okay.
That was funny.
This next one is, this one shocks me. Martial arts fantasy films.
Yeah, and I thought that first one that's on that list would have been in the comedies because I love that movie.
Right? Yeah. I wouldn't even. That wasn't even on my radar. But now it makes sense.
It does make sense, and the fantasy part of it makes sense too because there's a lot of mystical stuff going on.
Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China with Kurt Russell.
Love that movie. Actually, you know what? I was gonna wear my fucking shirt over here tonight.
I really want to see that movie again now.
I got it was Jack Burton's trucking company, and what the fuck was his trucking company called? Something Pig. I forget. Oh man. Yeah, but you have there's all kinds of
Bulletproof Monk's on that list too, which makes sense because there's some mystical stuff in that.
Yeah, I think Big Trouble in Little China could be on both.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it should have been.
It's definitely pretty fucking
funny. But it was not listed on the comedy, and it was funny. Kurt Russell in that movie is funny.
Yeah. Imagine if that was Nicolas Cage.
It would have been a horrible movie. It would have been a horrible movie. I would have hated it. Actually, I probably would have still liked the movie. I just would have hated him. I probably would have said, Kurt Russell should have done it.
They left that open for a sequel.
Yeah.
Remember when at the last scene he's driving away and that creature was on the top of his truck?
Yeah. What else? Forbidden Kingdom with Jackie Chan and Jet Li.
Yep.
House of the Flying Daggers.
I didn't see that one.
Saw that one.
Monkey King.
Shaolin Soccer. Shaolin Soccer. I haven't seen that one, but I wanted to.
The Mortal Kombat. Oh, I thought we were under comedies. Okay, Mortal Kombat.
No, it's under fantasy.
Yeah, because you have like Scorpion and you have the Underworld and all that shit.
So the next subgenre is one of my favorites, and it actually strays away from martial arts a little bit, but it brings it back because of where it started. It's gun fu movies, and the term really wasn't coined as gun fu until like '86.
Kung Fu.
Yeah, yeah, like the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
Close combat, guns involved.
Yeah.
It's they say style of sophisticated close quarters gunfight resembling martial arts battles that combines firearms and hand-to-hand combat and traditional melee weapons. Approximate 50-50 ratio.
Okay.
So like the movie Ultraviolet is on.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and I love that movie.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of it as a martial arts movie.
It's kind of like a sleeper movie. Not a lot of people have seen that.
Desperado with Antonio Banderas in '94 was on that.
Oh, yeah.
I see the gun fu part, but I don't see any kung fu.
Yeah. How about the part where the guy with the he does the splits and he shoots the freaking rocket out of the guitar case?
Yeah.
Maybe that's considered kung fu.
Maybe.
I don't know.
What was it? Bullet to the Head, another John Woo film. That was the DMX and.
Well, if we're going to go that far, can we consider The Crow?
I had thought about that because that was Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
And he was killed during the filming of that movie, just like his father was killed just after the filming of a movie.
Whoa. You think Bruce Lee was killed?
Well, died. I meant died.
Well, some people do believe he was killed.
I don't.
They think he was poisoned by the Chinese government.
It's possible. he spun a lot of waves.
And, because, yeah, the last he said he had a really bad headache and he took an aspirin and he went to bed and then woke up again.
Right. Well, like Jackie Chan, the Chinese government went to Jackie Chan and said, you need to come over here and do some films under the Chinese filmmakers and make some money for the Chinese government. So he went back and he did, like, was it Silk Road?
Yeah, there was a bunch.
Forbidden Kingdom, I think, was one of them. But the last, like, 8 or 9 films he did were all under that.
Yeah, didn't he take a long hiatus?
He did, and that's when the Chinese government said, look, you can come make us some money.
So maybe it's true.
Could be.
Maybe Bruce Lee was a cocky bastard.
I don't want to say arrogant or cocky, but he was very, very sure of himself.
Yeah, I guess.
I think there's a fine line between arrogance and confidence.
Yeah.
I think he was very confident.
Yeah.
So all the John Wick movies are on that gun fu, obviously. I would think Matrix might be in there
here would
too.
be a perfect example. With, your next one here. Are we that far with the
martial arts horror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now I would have never thought. This is good job, Mike. You broke this all down, and I'm like, I would never be able to formulate this because I'm a fucking retard. But, yeah, like Blade, not so much scary, but you got vampires and shit.
It's vampire related.
Yeah, and then
and there's a lot of martial arts in it.
That could fall under gun fu too.
I think so as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's Mr. Vampire, which I've never seen, and there's 5 of them. So they're movies that I'm going to hunt down and watch. And Dead Sushi I've never seen.
I think I've seen Dead Sushi. What?
Like that.
I can't.
That
maybe
movie.
I don't know.
That actually interests me. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some of these. A lot of these I have not seen. This next one, I don't know if I can pronounce that.
Jedayeki. It's Japanese style, mostly samurai movies. So now you've seen 47 Ronin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was an actual. There was an older version of 47 Ronin, and there was 2 versions of Last Samurai. There was a 1974, and I'm
right. Yeah.
So, the 47 Ronin, there was a 1964 and 2010.
Yeah, I saw the modern.
The modern one. Yeah. The modern one is good, but I've seen the older one too, and I think it was on Kung Fu Theater.
Okay.
They're considered period dramas of other nations. Many are samurai movies, so they're not considered Chinese films, but they might be done by Chinese film companies.
Okay.
So, Blade of Immortality, Last Samurai, Samurai Assassin. Samurai Assassin I have not seen. I have.
Really?
I think this one I got to put on my list.
That's the newer one. It probably like 2000.
I think it was more. I tried to keep
Yeah,
more newer stuff on it.
yeah. That one. If this is the one I'm thinking of, it was pretty fucking brutal. Like it wasn't necessarily the greatest film, but I want to say like the guy was cursed or something, and he just set out to kill all these freaking badass assassins, and he was like the top dog. But it was very bloody and graphic. So that's what kind of keeps you into it. It's very gory. But
So the next one,
acting probably wasn't the greatest.
well, I don't think the acting is real great in any of these films. Like even John Wick, the acting's not superb.
Whoa, buddy! Killed my
they're good
dog.
movies. I enjoy them.
Yeah,
but they are what they are.
I think the fact that
I watch them for the martial arts in them.
I think the fact that Keanu actually does like 3-gun shoots, he trains and does all that shit, it makes it more realistic on the screen.
Yeah.
So kudos to him because, it just going that extra mile makes it more believable. Because, when you see like a shitty kung fu movie and the angles are wrong and you can tell when they do a hit and they completely miss or it's really slow or it's just overplayed and oversold. But yeah, those they do a good job. I like that.
So almost all the movies on the next one I've seen. Martial art tournament films. Like Karate Kid films, obviously.
Yeah, now this is going back. I lived on this shit.
Yeah.
Bloodsport.
Okay. Now Jean-Claude Van Damme. Not a martial artist. Did you know that?
Oh, he's like a fucking
ballet
yeah.
dancer.
I thought he did have some kind of martial arts background.
No, when he started doing the film, supposedly he had none.
Did you know he was supposed to play the Predator?
No.
In Predator, yeah. And
they didn't want him to dance across the screen?
Yeah, it was something like that. Like basically he was like too cocky for him. He's like, he thought he was the best and he should have gotten it, and they're like, no, we don't want to go this route where the Predator's like some ballerina or some shit. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting.
American Kickboxer.
Oh, yeah.
I love that film. Fist of Fury, obviously. Mm-hmm. Ip Man 2. Have you seen all the Ip Mans?
No.
You haven't?
No.
You got to watch them, dude. I love those films.
I saw the most recent one.
Ip Man 3 has Mike Tyson in it.
Oh, maybe it was. I think it was 2 then.
And then 4 has the last one.
Yeah,
is the one where he comes to America.
I don't. The one that I saw was like really dark, and was it when he came to America? I know he was fighting like
the one where he came to America. He died. He had cancer, and he was. Oh, but it's spoiler for anybody. Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert! I don't.
Like he has to come to America because his son gets kicked out of school for fighting, and the kid doesn't want to go to school. He just wants to learn martial arts. The dad doesn't want to teach him martial arts because he's not disciplined enough. So he's going to send him to school in America because that's going to help him.
Okay.
So he comes to San Francisco and he needs to get a letter of recommendation from the Chinese council in Chinatown before any school will take him, because the Chinese council will back whatever the tuition is. So if the father doesn't pay the tuition, they'll pay it.
Wow.
So
they'll pay it and kill you.
When he gets there, the Chinese council has him in. They treat him very poorly, Ip Man, because his student, Bruce Lee, is teaching Kung Fu, Wuxia, to
outsiders.
And
no.
That's not supposed to be done. And Ip Man says, okay, thank you for your time. I won't bother you anymore. And some other things happen in the movie, but the whole point was he came here to get his kid in school, but he wanted to take care of his kid before he died from cancer.
Yeah. No, it definitely wasn't that one.
But that's kind of dark.
Well, yeah. I meant dark in a different way. What? what the hell was the one with I didn't see it, but I just thought it was kind of cheesy. But with Will Smith's kid and Jackie Chan.
That was Karate Kid.
Okay.
That was the new Karate Kid.
Yeah.
That one's one of my favorites.
Really?
Fearless?
Oh, I thought you meant the Karate Kid.
No. The one I highlighted.
I used to work with this guy, and he was big, and he's what got me into Bruce Lee and Wing Chun. He actually taught Wing Chun, and I always tried to get him to teach me. And he had his own school and everything.
Everybody should Wing Chun tonight.
And they should. And he just nah. I stopped doing that a long time ago. Anyways, he fucking hated Jet Li. He's like, Jet Li couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag.
That may be, but for kung fu movies, I think he's awesome.
Yeah. So I kind of took like his mantra. I'm like, yeah, I don't like Jet Li. I don't know why, because this guy doesn't.
So you don't like Fearless?
I've never seen it.
You've never seen that?
No.
Dude, we gotta get together and watch the movies, bro.
That's what I said. You would probably kick my ass in this because I really don't. Even though it was my subject, I really don't. I thought about it. I'm like, I really haven't seen that many kung fu films.
So in case not everybody knows, every week when we tape, each one of us pick a topic, and John changes his mind like 35 times before, and I start researching them all. So I got partial research on like 900 topics. So Lexi picks a topic, and Katie picked a topic when she was with us. I pick a topic, and John picks 16.
And I'm always late.
Not always. This is the first time you're really late.
I was 10 minutes late.
But it's late.
That's not late for me.
It's funny because I didn't tell her to text you.
Yeah, she was like, "Where the hell are you?" And
because I taught my kids, if you're 5 minutes early, you're already 10 minutes late.
I was just coming over the summit. And I was like, I did get. I called an audible because I stopped and I got food, and I forgot you were getting sandwiches. So whatever. Well,
food will not go to waste here.
Got a ton of freaking sausages up there now.
Never Back Down is another one in that martial arts tournament genre. So the next subgenre is ninja films.
Some ninja films are so cheesy.
Yeah, I know. So there's 5 American ninja films. And who can forget the cinematic masterpiece, Cheerleader Ninjas?
Oh, God. Did you see that?
Which has no connection to ninja cheerleaders.
Or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No. What, War with Jet Li and Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Wait, hold on. What's it called?
War.
That's it?
Yep.
You know what? I don't mind Jason Statham. I think he's
I like Jason Statham,
fairly decent martial artist.
Not only that, he's a decent actor.
Yeah. I love that movie he's in where he has that, somebody gives him that shot when he has to keep his heart rate above like 150.
What was that called?
And he's in the bus and he just grabs his girlfriend. He starts fucking her in front of everybody else. They're like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Was that Pulse?
Yes. Yeah, Pulse.
See, I'm a movie junkie.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
But
so,
I mean,
and I have not seen
he kind of
Cheerleader Ninjas. So I'm going to have to look that up and find it and watch it. Or Ninja Cheerleaders. I got to see that one too.
Something tells me it's terrible.
Yeah, probably.
Something
tells me there's a lot of boobies in it.
Yeah, right?
And the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, they weren't, I don't know. They were good for their time.
Yeah.
But like I said, the more I've known you, I used to like remakes.
I hate them.
And now I'm with you with that. I'm like, I can't. They suck.
Because they're never, like,
they're never as good.
They might have better special effects.
Yeah.
They might have better special acting, but the movie as a whole, it seems like recycled.
Yeah, like there's no forethought into it. It's like we just stole your ideas and updated the graphics. That's it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just with the exception of maybe the newer Michael Myers movies, because they're not redone.
What bothers me about those films, and even Friday, and I love Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And I love Halloween movies. You know that.
Yeah.
But it bothers me there's no continuity between them.
No, they just kind of like, it's their own story here.
Yeah.
almost like they're from like different planes of the universe or some shit.
And I hate that.
Yeah,
Like there's one Michael fucking Myers, there's one Jason, and there's one Freddy.
yeah.
Stop trying to make them 16 people.
Like I think the new Michael Myers that's coming out, they're going to show his face.
They showed his face in another one.
Did they?
No, hold on, that was Jason.
Oh yeah, and he was just all mangled.
And my buddy Casey had done like 3 of his podcasts were done with either a director or an actor from Jason.
Wow.
Yeah, which is cool. It's cool. Like I'm like a little kid listening to him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I would say with the exception of, for me, Mike Myers. But I think there's like no fucking originality anymore when it comes to American movies.
Oh, Hollywood just sucks anymore, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, have you? Okay, so you had Greyhound or Grey Wolf that came out.
The Navy movie.
Yeah,
I like that one.
that was a good movie. But I mean, other than that, what else is there in the past couple of years that's come out where you've been like, dude, that's fucking wow. Like, wow, Jared, like, I really got to see that in the theaters.
There's not many. Like, I like all the superhero movies because I'm a comic book junkie.
Yeah. I did like the last fucking Star Wars. No, I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
I am.
I still can't make it past the first one or the 8th one, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's the very first one they shot.
Don't.
It's the 6th one.
Don't do it.
It's actually the 3rd installment of the 4th season of the 8th episode.
Don't do it, bro.
Yeah, but it's boring.
Do not shit talk.
Boring.
Do not shit talk my movies.
But the last one when they came out, I saw that in the theaters.
Solo?
I think it was The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, okay.
That was really good.
I liked it.
That was really good.
Which is shocking because I like them all.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, like horror movies. When's the last time they made a really good horror movie? We watched this one the other day. It was called The Lodge. It was like, it's the most exciting psychological thriller of the ages.
I don't think so.
It fucking sucked. It was so stupid. You could call it like from freaking play-by-play where it was going. It's just like, why did I even waste 2 hours of my fucking life watching this piece of shit?
When I was down in West Virginia with my buddy Rob, we watched he watched one of the Saw films, and it's one of the later ones. Like Saw 1, 2, and 3 I loved.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just gratuitous violence and blood.
Yeah.
And I just didn't enjoy them the same way as I did the first couple. So I stopped watching them.
That's how that Ninja Assassin is.
Is it?
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. I'll watch it, and I might even enjoy it, but it's not going to be on my list of, oh, shit, you got to see this one.
Right, yeah. I mean, look.
Like Ultraviolet, I'll tell you, it's not a great movie, but oh, shit, you got to see that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is how it is.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Like, oh, that one left real quick.
Well, when it comes back, just spit it out.
All right.
So we're on martial arts science fiction films, like Time Cop with Van Damme.
Yep.
Ultraviolet, the one with Jet Li, and I love the Unisaw movies, but I would have never put them in this topic, this category.
Yeah.
It is, but I don't consider them martial arts films.
I mean, you could go with like some of the fucking ones with Stallone in them, like oh, what's that one where he was locked up in that prison on that?
Where he had to escape.
Yeah.
And who was it? Arnie was in it. Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't really. I don't know.
I like
That's
that.
cutting. That was a good movie.
I wouldn't put that in martial arts film.
No, I wouldn't.
The Matrix. I wouldn't have put it in that. But when I think about it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. There was
a lot of
when they first started out. They were in a dojo.
Yeah, there was a lot of martial arts in that film. But it doesn't hit you like a martial arts film.
No.
It hits you more of an action film.
I mean, I would say going back to like Bruce Lee's theory of like, martial arts is not. You can't like trap that into one thing. Like martial arts is ever evolving. It is whatever it is. You can adapt to this or that or whatever. take from here, make your own. So, what really is a martial arts movie?
I often thought, what would he think of the martial arts movies that are out now?
Oh, I probably think they're complete crap. Yeah, I remember there was a one. I forget who it was. Who was hanging out with them, and they got off the airport and picked them up in California. And there was like these martial arts guys, and they had spears, and they had them up to their necks, and they were bending them. Like, oh look, these spears can't pierce our skin.
Shaolin monks.
And as he was walking by, he said to the guy, he's like, "Yeah, you give me that spear." He's like, "It'll go through his neck." He's like, "If I had the spear."
Well, I was just watching something on the Shaolin monks. I told you that, and why the Shaolin training is considered like the best martial arts training in the world. What they do is basically deaden and kill all their nerve endings. And they toughen the muscle and skin in areas. Like, you always see, like, martial arts movies. Even I was watching Enter the Dragon, and they're shoving their hands in hot sand. Or hot pebbles, stones. It wasn't lava. But they're just constantly. And that's what they do for an hour. But that deadens all the nerve endings, and that's why they can do push-ups on 2 fingers. Or all the stuff that they can do. Well, they do the same thing to every part of their body. They do the same thing to their midsection. Oh, dude, I seen them do the videos doing. These guys are taking their fists and they're just jamming their fucking balls. I'm like, no.
Fuck that.
But
this what took me years to learn.
The last thing I want to do is deaden the nerve endings in my balls.
So the Shaolin monks have high voices. You never hear them talk, do you?
No, they never talk. Because they sound like this. So the last subgenre is underground fighting movies, which goes back to tournament movies. So you got Bloodsport in there. The Quest by with Van Damme, and Roger Moore is in that one.
Really?
You don't remember that one? That's the one where they're trying to steal the big gold dragon with a balloon, hot air balloon.
No.
Roger Moore is like a thief.
Okay.
And a grifter, and he's got a guy with him, and they get Van Damme to this tournament, and he's there, and they have him take the place of an American boxer, because the American boxer realizes there's no way he can compete with these people. But Van Damme can, because he's a dancer. So a dancer, of course. Dancers compete much better than boxers. And all they want to do is steal this big gold trophy.
Okay.
So Cradle to the Grave's on there with DMX Jet Li. Never Back Down, which was... And I put this one on because I saw it on the list. The very last one there. Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it was not martial arts in any way. But it is an underground fighting movie.
Okay.
Because he used to do underground fights. Bare knuckles boxing.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
And he had that monkey with him. Remember that movie? You ever see that one?
Oh, God.
I remember seeing it when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's not the best Clint Eastwood movie, but I always liked it.
What about...
There was 2 of them. There's Every Which Way But Loose and Every Which Way You Can.
What about... Oh, shit. Not Blood. Not The Bodyguard.
That's nowhere near.
With who was in that? That was freaking...
What's his face? Waterworld.
Yeah, Kevin Costner. Forget the other.
And Whitney Houston.
Yeah. No, this is holy shit! Why can't I think of the fucking name? With he's you the fuck guy. It's like you were prison. He fucking rips his throat out. There's a throat rip.
Oh, Roadhouse?
Roadhouse, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Great fucking movie. But
you used to fuck guys in prison?
Polar bear fell on me. You see anything? Nope. You see anything? Nope. How about you? Polar bear fell on me.
So I again mentioned here the Kung Fu Theater because, like, when I was a kid, that was a staple of my week, watching Kung Fu theater.
Yeah.
Because I was usually grounded. I wasn't allowed to go outside. Because I wasn't. If you can, John, if you can picture this, I was not the most obedient child.
Man, I don't see it.
I didn't really.
I don't think you got a fair shake.
I don't think I did either. But I got grounded a lot. But my parents were never home, so grounded meant staying in and watching TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I remember probably when I was like 14, 15, something like that. My stepdad had all these, like Bloodsport, all that shit on tape. So I would just spend my time watching that like over and over and over again.
For Bloodsport, I must have seen like 900
Yeah,
times.
so I could probably like repeat, like word for word, like I can do freaking Tombstone.
Tombstone?
Yeah.
That's a boy Marty, man.
Yep.
You mentioned Tombstone in the morning with Marty?
Oh boy, he'll be talking to us until 3 a.m.
Tombstone all day long. Every time you see him, he whip out a quote.
But yeah, I mean, I just looked at it the other day. Weirdly enough, it popped up in my fucking feed because we were talking about it.
Tombstone?
No,
Bloodsport.
No, this it was
I'm telling you, it's uncanny.
Yeah, no, I know they listen to you. It's fucking ridiculous.
Like we didn't even release our episodes, but because it was on my computer, the whole potato thing came up. Mm-hmm. Talk about it, and the Night Stalker thing came up.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Weird.
Yeah, but it was the movie that I guess Wu-Tang got their name from, and the movie's something like, oh fuck, like I don't know.
That's not that movie with Showing Up.
No, it's an older movie.
Remember that karate movie with Showing Up? I gotta look it up, bro.
I don't remember that. But Wu-Tang fans are gonna fucking kill me. But they were like heavily influenced by martial arts. That should have my brother-in-law on here.
Sure enough.
Because he's a big Wu-Tang fan. I'm not though. I never got into them. That's it. I know a couple of their songs, but.
There it is. Sure enough. Last Dragon.
Oh, why did that look familiar?
I'll pop it up.
Oh, wait. No, here we go. We didn't even talk about that. How about Dolomite?
Dolomite?
You ever watch Dolomite?
Help people customize the stage. Finally do some Am I the leader? Oh, yeah. Am I the pretty? Am I the bad? So go down around this town. Who am I? Who am I? Sure enough. I can't
Oh my god.
It was horrible. It's like a disco karate movie.
Who's a fat white guy who looks like Mr. T? Oh, it's so slow and telegraphed. He looks like Snoop Dogg's brother.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck was that?
You say sure enough.
Wow.
Oh, that's horrible.
They're like Dolomite. That definitely would fall into a comedy category.
Dolomite.
And because they were doing funny ass shit where like the boom came down in the middle of the frickin' the scene, and like he tries to do a back kick, but he's too fat to get his leg up, and he can't really do it right.
Is it like a pimp movie?
Yeah.
Okay, 1974.
Yep.
See if we can play that trailer.
The first time I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I thought it was like serious, then I'm like, no, wait a minute. And it's just funny.
Let me see if I can find that on YouTube.
I think they did a remake of it, and I think Eddie Murphy's in it.
What?
Yeah. I think Eddie Murphy plays Dolomite.
Oh, come on.
Or you just type in like Dolomite Kung Fu. Rudy Ray Moore.
Look at that.
Yep.
Dolomite is my name. Here, play that trailer. Come on. Oh, that's Eddie Murphy.
Yep. This got to be the remake.
Wesley Snipes.
No, you can do the original one. I'm not saying I.
Let me find the original.
Oh, I do the Dolomite compilation right there.
Where? Oh. Here we go.
Just to show you that we mean business.
What the?
This butt wasn't even close to his head. Shoved a bag of coke in his mouth.
That's crazy.
That's the truth, man.
Oh my gosh!
He just saw me hit him with this kick. It's like he placed his foot on top of him.
You're standing on my goddamn feet. The monkey lived in the jungle in an old oak tree. Bullshit.
My God.
You've never seen Dolomite?
No.
Oh man, wow! I'm impressed. I actually got one on.
Kick his ass all through the jungle top. But the monkey got.
What's a big dancing? What is he, booby smacking?
I think she did. She filled his mouth full of kitty.
He suffocated him.
Looks like everybody know Kung Fu in this movie.
Yeah, obviously.
Even the damn chef.
Jesus, this is horrible, dude.
I know.
I'm done. Done.
I had enough.
That is horrible. Whew.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was meant to be a comedy.
It would have to be.
Because, like I said, there's like parts of the movie. Now, I thought it was a series, like that was on every weekend or something. But I don't know. Apparently, it was. I don't remember. I remember watching it years ago, and the person that had, oh, you've never heard of it? I'm like, no. I'm like, oh my god, this is so freaking cheesy. But like the mic booms coming down in the middle of the screen, like just stupid shit like that, you know.
I wonder if the term Dolomite, in some of the early rap songs,
Yeah,
they say something about Dolomite.
I don't know.
I wonder if it's a reference to the same thing.
Maybe.
Don't know. Anyway, that brings us up to Bullshito.
Oh, yes. My favorite, Bullshito.
and McDojos.
What's a McDojo?
You ever heard that?
No.
So when I was researching this, I found out that McDojos were dojos that were just about making money, pushing people through and collecting money, and a lot of their teaching techniques were very questionable.
Okay.
To almost downright martial arts bullshito.
Yeah.
So we went through, we found a couple videos that I think are like the absolute best
Yeah.
bullshito videos. So I'll try to throw them up on. I'm gonna play that first one. This one here. I'm gonna play that first because that just makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
I think
This is like, even though I think this is supposed to be funny, this is like this is what you would get out of like fucking going through a Bullshito class.
So I'm wondering, is this Spanish? Is he
The
speaking?
guy sounded like he was Spanish.
I don't know what they're trying to prove here, but this is hilarious. Now, for those listening, you'll be able to hear the video. For those watching, I'm going to throw them up on the screen. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we'll watch some of it just because they are funny.
Yeah, this is titled Knife Defense.
This is hilarious. So I'm going to set this up. It's a chubby guy like me trying to show how to defend against someone who has a knife. And it's like me giving a knife to John. And me and John are not going to take shit seriously.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to show the moves in slow motion. And this dude just keeps stabbing him with the knife. And he takes the knife away, then he gives him a spatula. And he's smacking him with the spatula. Like, it's just hilarious.
¿Cómo defenderse de un ataque con un cuchillo? Puede ser el
So I'm going to give him a knife. He just pokes me with it.
Left hand block.
He's going to roll over and he stabs in the back like 3 times. No. No. Oh my god. He's like smacked him in the face like 4 times now. Now he open hand smacks him.
He keeps poking him in the belly with the spatula.
That's the spatula. Dude, nothing better than that.
Oh, this one's the best.
He can't kick high enough, so he grabs his hand, pulls it down, and then kicks the spatula out of his hand. And then he smacks him. Oh my god. Oh. That is some funny shit. But I don't know if someone's supposed to take that serious or not.
No, I think that was just supposed to be funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the Spanish guy looks like he's getting pissed off. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. To me, it just seems like it was just meant to be funny.
So this is a Russian dude.
Oh God, this is horrible.
Hang on,
Is this before or after his 5th bottle of vodka?
I have it. He does a style called Drunken Snake, Broken Eagle. So this dude, it's a tall, skinny Russian dude, obviously drunk on vodka, and he just looks like he's convulsing. And somehow he's actually got students. And I'm going to jump around in this one.
Our favorite Russian guy is back. Look at that.
Yeah, maybe pause this one so we don't hear the other guy improvising over or mute it. Yeah, we'll do our own commentary. Yeah, so he's shirtless
with
I don't know.
long jeans.
There's an open, like 7,000 degree stove behind him. I'm waiting for him to fall face first into that.
and he's just convulsing and then kicking a bag.
He's kicking this
And he's giving a half-hearted
like
Shaolin bow.
the bag's barely moving.
It's just some crazy stuff. I'm going to pop forward here.
Oh, he's just students.
He's got like 3 people trying to do his
He's got a
moves.
shirt on now.
And he's trying to show him how to do these moves, but he's not doing them the same way every time.
You don't look retarded enough.
You must twist your arm like this. Listen, boy, you do not get it. And then he gets real close to the dude. It's like the kid's like backing off. Like, get the fuck away from me.
You want to play the rape game?
Are you trying to touch my weenus? Did you want to touch my pee-pee?
Oh, look, trap arm. I'm not even sure how to fucking what. This is how I got your mother. Is this for real, you think?
I don't know. There's like 10 videos or 15 videos out with this guy. Do you ever see the slap fighting guys?
Oh my God. Where they just stand in front of each other and they just go back and forth?
Well, they're running up and down. I think I have it.
No, I'm talking about one of the ones where they take shots back and forth at each other.
No, that. I've seen that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
The one dude's like a beast. He knocks the fuck out of everyone.
But here's another. This guy's got to be Russian.
Oh, yeah.
It's a guy sitting in a chair.
And he's fat as shit wearing a tracksuit. And Adidas. Why the fuck do they always wear Adidas tracksuits?
I don't know. My Adidas, bro.
Here's how to kick somebody's ass without leaving a chair and putting down your donut.
All he does is press his hand on his belly, and the guy falls over.
And look, there's like a bunch of people there. Who's recording this?
Who's sitting and watching this shit? I mean, we're watching it for a laugh.
Yeah.
But these people are it looks like they're paid to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stay down. I put my big ham hock on top of you.
They fart in your face.
I should stay down. I touch you with my finger. You stay down.
I tickle you now.
You cannot move.
I put the foot on your calf and you go down like a sack of potatoes.
I kick right foot, left foot, fly.
You smell my rotten crotch. That's it. Get in there.
I hope you like. Here, you're not close enough? I get closer.
Get nose on brown stain on back of tracksuit.
How'd you like smell?
I just had eggs and...
I had fermented fish and eggs.
Did you know there's no toilet paper in bathroom?
I do now.
What a crock of shit.
What's this? Oh, this is the dude that's on the television show? Oh, no.
Oh, God.
This is the Mexican Jumpin' Jacks. I shake your hand and make you hop. You hop forever now. It's just ridiculous. Like, number one, why would you partake in that and selling that shit?
I mean, it's so obviously played that they're intentionally doing this. Who was that? That was the other fake martial
artist. That was George Stillman.
What, did he have a sandwich in his hand?
It was a big burger. They put plugs under his feet. That's why they're jumping.
What's this one?
Oh, yeah, this guy kind of gets his ass kicked, I think.
Oh, body slam.
He tries to fucking karate kid him right here. And then, oops.
How's this guy?
He's rubbing shit on his arm. This is how you win in fight. You rub shit on your arm, and then rub that in their face. Oh, this guy. Oh, my. This had to go for like 5 minutes. It's a guy in a TV program trying to impress this chick. And who knows what
he's about to throw his fucking hip out.
I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Neither do I, Michael.
But she's looking at him like, yeah, okay, nobody believes this shit.
He looks so fucking serious, too. There you go, lost your balance. Oh, quick punches. Oh.
Mr. Miyagi.
Look, I can lift my knee above my waist. What was that?
Oh, this guy here, he's saying you can only be attacked by so many people at one time. So, 4 sides, it's 4 attackers, it's all you got to worry about. You could have 100 people. That's what he's saying, because I watched this.
Yeah.
So you could have 100 people, but only 4 people get at you one time.
Okay.
So this is how you defend against that. Watch. I'm really good at it. I'm really, really good at it. Watch.
I hope he gets the shit kicked out of him.
I'm just going to duck under. Everybody throws a punch at the exact same time. I just duck under him.
Come on. Really?
And I push them down. And now they're down. They're out of the fight.
How about we go in full speed?
So they're going to have to come around. So this guy, I'm going to punch him. And while the other guy waits for me to punch him.
Oh, my God. Totally unrealistic. And somebody comes up behind him and fucking shanks him like 8 times in the side.
Oh, here's some knife. De-knifing people.
Oh, he's another one. One touch fucking. I love that because the guy's not going to stand there.
I'm going to throw slow motion punch. So now I was watching. Now, what I'm watching this. Let me pause it for a second. I'm watching these. I pop up on what pops up on the screen.
Yeah.
Is a guy showing real defense techniques, and they show people. They show like some guy holding a knife and he's trying to get the knife out of his hand using these techniques. And he's pounding on the guy's arm. He's got it over his arm, and he's like full punching the back of his arm to get him to drop the knife.
Yeah,
and
he wouldn't drop it.
He goes, you use any of these techniques, you're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah.
And then he shows a technique that you can use, and who knows if it works? I don't know.
I know there's a technique in Filipino martial arts where it's called defanging the snake, and they use a lot of. Oh, this guy got fucked up.
Oh yeah, he was talking shit. Went there and said he could take on anybody in the gym.
He's not even covering his face at all.
No.
His hands are at his waist.
And now his sock almost came off.
The other guy's hands are somewhat in front of his face. Bouncing around way too fucking much.
Okay, I give up. You go through it again. I don't want to watch it again. Oh, this guy's still at it.
Oh, is my head not greasy enough for you?
You impressed now, my woman?
Yeah. Are you impressed? Are you wet? Huh? Let me throw another kick.
I make you moist.
Never mind, hips will hurt tomorrow. How am I impressing you? What a retard.
I saved, I got your George Dillman here.
He's probably the best one.
That one I think we need sound for.
Yeah. Let's see his words of wisdom.
Without it, you don't function, and it's a radio wave.
He's talking about chi.
Science can't find chi. It doesn't exist as far as science can tell.
Without a doubt, George Dillman is a force to be reckoned with. He's a 9th degree black belt who has taught everyone from Muhammad Ali to Bruce Lee.
Here's what bothers me about this dude.
And he's
taught Bruce Lee, and he trained as a legit martial artist for years.
Yeah.
Before he came out with this stuff.
Well, then he's probably a fucking McDojo.
A McDojo, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a dojo in Reading, right?
This guy?
George Dillon.
Does he?
Dillman karate.
No, really?
I think so. Well, after it's done, I'll look it up.
Able to drop just about anyone using applications of pressure to certain points along the body.
Yeah, I thought I would go anyways, but
He's probably weak right here. Okay?
Pressure point knockouts are the easiest way to put a person down.
He was on the
Because
cover of
largest
Black Belt
person
magazine
you
and
can
all kinds of
find
other
in
shit.
the world, and I've done this. With that finger, I can put him on the floor. It's a guy that's a big guy, he's man on the street.
But that's just the beginning.
I don't trust
Dillman
pressure
claims
points
to
for
have
shit.
adapted this technique to where he can knock a person out without having to touch them.
There's chi energy out of this hand, and we're going to affect up on the head at the third eye. Snap, couple. Back. Ah!
Oh! Yeah! Did you catch that?
There we go.
All of these karate
Are these
techniques are made
people here,
possible
like,
by
believing this?
manipulating
Fucking Sonic boomed him.
He makes a chi ball. He'll get the radio frequency going between the hands. And if you get up and feel, it's actually
Don't get that
hotter
close to your
inside
balls,
that
kid.
ball. I've
Yeah,
seen him
that could
already
sterilize you.
He throws the chi in such a way that when he catches it,
Coco
it knocks
G.
him backwards.
For Dillman,
Coco
chi
came down
is
to
like
visit us.
electrical circuitry that he
Hey,
can
Toots.
turn on or off with a simple, well-placed punch, or even just a tap.
Does he just rail the kid?
We enter the
No, they
chi
passed
into
the chi
pressure
ball
points
back and forth.
that both
I thought he said
accept
cheese
chi
ball.
and give off chi. Just can barely-
Did you say cheese?
He's like, someone say cheese, I'm
I use
hungry.
ones to give off chi, put it into ones that accept chi. We, in essence, turn their light switches down. It kicks out their circuit breaker panel in the back.
Oh, come on.
Pressure points can be dangerous. I've flatlined several people.
Yeah.
They come to
Especially
see
my
Dillman's
ex-wife, that
remarkable
fucking bitch.
ability
I have two, I laid on him.
when they can't even see him. By
Flatliner with a
chi at them,
357.
This is where they hold up a
interrupting their
curtain, and he knocks all these people over.
I locked with their aura, and I moved the line. I shouldn't tell you this, but I played with people in Starbucks, and I just stood there, and I moved the line. And they all moved, and they all looked back at me at the same time. They went
This
like
is
this, and I
my
looked back too, like it was happening to me.
Podcast therapy
I look-
dog.
Because I didn't want them to know I did this, right?
But what really draws the audience's attention is Dillman's no-touch knockout, a karate move that could theoretically revolutionize combat as we know it, except that it can take years to learn. Essentially, he claims to be able
course.
to knock anyone out without touching any part of their body by just throwing a giant chi whammy at them.
A chi whammy.
Sometimes
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop!
that way within a second or two if I throw the chi
You want
out
that
too
chi
fast.
whammy with or without cheese?
After seeing so many demonstrations, so many different techniques, so many different moves, you can't help but
I thought that's why you brought him up to me. He had a school in Reading.
It's unbelievable. I know I have chi
Oh,
energy.
I never mentioned that.
You can see it with the half
But you
moon.
brought George
My
Dillman
chi
up
is
to me.
up now because of the filming. I have half moons in my fingertips. now.
Yeah, but
That means
I don't.
the chi is just
Maybe he
coming out.
does. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he does.
But is the mysterious
We
energy
should
called
go.
chi really what's giving Dillman and his followers such
Just fucking make
extraordinary
fun of him, get him all
powers?
pissed off.
Or is it, as skeptics suggest, simply a form of hypnotic suggestion? It's time for a showdown. In one corner, weighing in at no more than 125 pounds,
You wouldn't
is
even be
chemist
him
Luigi
teaching, though.
Garnishelli. He thinks he can stand up to a knockout punch of chi because it doesn't exist. In the other corner, it's 8th degree black
251
belt
Mountain View Road,
Leon J.,
Reading,
one of
Pennsylvania.
George
Get
Dillman's
the
top
fuck
associates
outta here.
and fellow practitioner of the
Huh?
no-touch
And does he
knockout.
teach it?
This ought to be
Oh, I'm sure not.
Oh God, he's like 107 years old now.
He's got a school in Brussels,
In fact, when we did the test
China,
on Luigi,
Costa
he was
Rica,
not
Arkansas.
ready to believe these things,
Jesus Christ.
or maybe was just staying there.
He's got
seeing what
McDojos all
would
over the
happen.
place.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Now that I'm
Dillman
fact check
thinks
that
he
he
knows
did
what
not.
went wrong and has come up with a very
Yeah,
interesting
Reading?
explanation.
That must be
The
Philly.
skeptic was
215.
totally non-believing.
Coatesville.
Plus, I don't know
Springfield,
if I should say
PA.
that on film, but if the guy had his
Middlesex,
tongue
PA.
in the wrong position of the mouth,
Jesus Christ.
that can also nullify it.
McDojos.
You can nullify a lot of
You
things,
like that?
W.
Yeah.
In fact, you can nullify him if
What
you
else
raise
we
those
got
two
here?
big toes.
I'll assemble you a cheeseburger, motherfucker.
If I say I'm going to
Well,
knock you
I
out,
like this, the
and
Master
you
Ken
raise one
stuff,
toe and push
Yeah,
one toe
because he's making fun of McDojos, and I don't know if I could play this. I'll take. You need the sound. He's funny as shit. I'll take a chance. Whatever. Give me a freaking strike.
Do not attempt any of what you see here.
Without just the supervision of Master Ken.
Master Ken here with another episode of Master Ken's Privates. I'm here today with Michelle Watterson, who is known to many as the Karate Hoochie.
Hottie.
The Karate Hottie.
The Hottie Hoochie.
The Hottie
No,
Hoochie.
Karate hottie.
Right, close enough. Today she's going to be teaching us the technique known as the ass kick.
Yeah, she is pretty fucking hot.
She has videos all over the internet.
Does she?
That actually makes more sense.
That actually makes more sense.
Alright, well today we're demonstrating the axe kick, and one of the reasons why this kick is so effective is because it's kind of deceiving. If me and my opponent are fighting, and I go to kick him in the leg, he thinks that hurts, so I'm going to do it again. The next time I do it, he's going to block it. But instead of kicking the leg, I'm going to bring it up, and I'm either going to kick his collarbone or the side of his head. And that's why it's so effective. So I'm just going to demonstrate it right now. Do you have a pad or something?
I don't need a pad.
You should probably get a pad.
You should probably get a pad. But they kind of spoof Bullshito.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But she's
we're
legit.
fighting. First kick, boom, leg kick. Then I go to do it again. He blocks the leg kick. I bring it up for the axe kick. You okay?
I think you dislocated my spine.
You dislocated my spine.
All right, problem number one with Michelle's axe kick is that it's missing the very thing that was named after an axe. Problem number two is if you happen to be fighting someone that's the size of a Sasquatch, you're probably not going to be flexible enough to hit the collarbone or the head without spending a lot of time at home stretching. Waste of your time. I would change the angle and do a variation on the axe kick that I like to call chopping the wood. Looks like this. That's going to lower the opponent. It's going to get him closer to a more accessible level where you can kick him. At this point, I would use a very advanced technique that you should never, ever do. It's called going axe to mouth. At that point, the body's going to be on the ground. You're going to have to decide whether to turn him into authorities or to transport him someplace to be buried. Either way, you're going to want to chop him up first for easier transport, like so.
You're going to chop him up. Oh. Master Ken, you fool.
I'm Master Ken. This is Michelle.
This is your guy here.
Yeah.
Another Russian?
Yeah. Why is all this shit in fucking Russia?
Well, it's like Russian freaking car accidents. Jesus.
But you can tell, I guess he you missed this the first time. So he slaps him and he's
I did miss that the first time.
Fucking pissed now. Bam! Uppercut him right in the freaking jaw.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This guy's definitely stunned.
Oh, yeah,
he's trying to shake it off. Okay, let me try that again.
Yeah, he's so sorry about me.
So I'm not sure what the fuck that guy was trying to. The guy in white.
I don't know.
He's trying to do some kind of one touch or a cheeseburger on him. Other dude just lights him the fuck up.
A cheeseburger.
Oh, this one is just. I wonder if this guy got sued.
Breathe in. Hold it out of here. Pull it down. And push the energy out of the hand. Big breath. More power. More power. More power. More power. Big. Look into the hand.
Bunch of fucking hippies.
Good.
What is this guy?
He's convulsing.
It burned.
You know, I did that once when they put a tomato on my sandwich.
You're going down, Rebecca.
And now he convulses. Okay, this.
Oh shit! I think I killed her.
This one's for the lawyers.
Look at him trying to act all stoned. What happened?
Oh, you really knocked me out. I had no control.
Is my ponytail still straight?
But that's Bullshito.
Bullshito at its finest.
At its finest.
How long has Bullshito been around for?
As long as people can scam other people out of money.
I know I've seen before, like the Russian. Now they called it Spetsnaz training, but I want to go back to maybe like 80s. You know, where they're like jumping through a flaming hoop and throwing axes and busting boards over their chests and shit like that. It's like, really, why?
I watched a video. It was Wushu versus Krav Maga, which would win in a street fight.
Mm-hmm.
But Krav Maga was basically made for a street fight.
Yeah.
And basically what they said is Wushu is very artistic in its presentation, where there's nothing artistic about Krav Maga.
No. Krav Maga is like just using anything you can.
Yeah.
It's a lot based off of Jeet Kune Do, which was...
Well, it was actually based off of Wushu.
Was it?
Well, so was Jeet Kune Do.
Anyways, yeah, it's...
That's what they said. They said because one was incepted from the other, who would win, master or student? And they said basically the student, because... now, I watched a video a long time ago of someone in law enforcement training, and he did like psychological profiles of criminals who attack people.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically said, okay, if you were in this situation, what would you do? And they said, oh, I'd punch him in the balls, I'd stab him in the throat, I'd do whatever I had to do. And then you ask the person on the other side, how would you defend against this? Well, I would do this and I'd try to get away. Well, he came up with this concept that when you're in a fight, whether you're considered the good guy quote or the bad guy quote, you have to fight the same. You have to do the maximum damage, which is Krav Maga, maximum damage in the shortest period of time, and then create separation. Mm-hmm. You want to defeat your opponent and get away. And what they said is basically criminals are so much better at it because they don't give a fuck. They don't care what the consequences are to their actions. They don't care about any of that. All they know is
you just act.
I just do this and get away. There's no consequences from action.
That makes sense.
When if you're in a fight and you think about the consequences of your actions, that's going to stop you from winning the fight. And he said you need to do the most brutal thing you can to someone to stop them, and then when they can no longer pursue you, that's when you create distance.
Yeah.
And I wish I could find that video, because that video was interesting, but that one was long.
I mean, have you ever seen, aside from like MMA fights, like a street fight and two guys, you know, one guy looks like he knows karate or something, and they go at it, usually they just revert back to like wailing on each other. There's no like form or nothing. It just kind of breaks down, and it's just, you know, that's not working, but all you know is to defend yourself and strike or hit or kick or whatever.
But watch a Butterbean fight.
Yeah.
All he's doing is throwing haymakers.
Yeah. Big motherfucker.
Yeah.
But there was a good one. I love Bass Rutten. Oh, he's a badass dude. And I think it was his debut after taking like a long break of a UFC, and he fought what's the guy's name? Was War Machine or Warfighter? And they're both big motherfuckers, but Boss Rutan's fucking railing this guy in the face, and he's taking every shot, and then he kicks him in the leg, I think, 3 times, and that's what takes him out. But his kicks were so fucking powerful. Like the third one, he just barely nicked his knee, and the dude went down like a sack of potatoes, like fucking crying like a baby. That guy's, I would not. And he's like, no, I don't know what kind of martial arts that dude knows. I know he he fought in a lot of Japanese competitions and shit where it was open palm striking. But yeah, I don't know. He's fucking badass. A lot of guys out there are badass.
Oh yeah.
Like shit again. So, well, I think
we've covered it.
I think we bent your ear for quite some time now.
So the moral of the story is, don't bullshit a bullshito.
Yeah. Don't act up, but you get smacked up.
So if you know of any bullshito videos that we have not looked at,
you ever been flatlined by?
Yeah, if you've ever been no touch knocked out, text or message us at takeontheroad411@gmail.com. So that's it for this week.
That's all, folks.
And thanks for stopping by. Go take on the world. Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Okay, Boomer.
Damn millennials. Wow.
Did not know that.
Even flirters who are obviously mentally ill.
Oh, this is gonna go downhill real quick.